Okay, so now we're going to look at the Kahr CW9. We previously reviewed my CW45 by Kahr. Really love that gun, carry it a lot. This is the 9mm. It is double action, in case you caught that, but it's a really smooth trigger pull. The magazine holds 7, which is exactly the same as my Walther PK380 that I always talk about because it's my favorite gun. This gun is, I believe, slightly smaller. We'll compare them in a second, and it actually weighs 1 ounce less than my Walther PK380. Again, it's double action. It's got your standard magazine release here. 7 rounds in the magazine. Now I'll grab the Walther. Size is actually pretty close. I want to say exactly the same in size. Again, the Kahr CW9 is 1 ounce lighter than the Walther PK380. Double action, double single on the Walther, and as you're familiar with, we've reviewed the Walther mag release before, how it's right beside the trigger, and a lot of folks don't particularly like that. So we're going to go ahead and shoot this gun and see how it shoots. Okay, again, we're going to shoot the Kahr CW9 that we've been reviewing. It also conceals really well in the Undertech shorts that we purchased. You can get these online, but we did buy them at SHOT Show several years ago in Vegas. We met the owners of the company, really nice people. These are the small shorts for women, so again, you can carry a magazine, an extra magazine on the other side. But right now I just have these in the Undertech shorts, and we're just gonna fire off a few rounds of the Kahr CW9. Ready?
Ready. Clear.
Clear. I really like this gun. You can see it shoots really accurately, really smoothly. Although it's a double action trigger, you can see I have no problem maintaining the target. Really smooth trigger pull. Carries 7, good number. You could see that it was easily concealable. Same with a purse or however else you want to carry it. So again, really good, lightweight, small, powerful gun, the Kahr CW9.
Okay, so the Kahr CW9, I'm going to give it a try this time. I really like this gun as well. Very nice, lightweight, 18 ounces. Holds 7 rounds in the magazine. You can get extended magazines for this gun as well. I'm not sure what all is out there, but if you look online, you can see there are other capacities. I know there is an 8 round. I think there may even be a 10 round. But it is single stack, so that's why the capacity is so low, but it also gives you the nice, real slim gun. And being a small gun, this does fit a full-size hand. You can see where the bottom of the magazine well is. No problem with having all 3 fingers on there. And then it fits, you know, smaller hands as well. Karen doesn't have any problem shooting it.
No recoil. No recoil.
Yeah, there's not much recoil on this gun. For small as it is, this is a gun you can shoot all day. So this is a pocket pistol, but you can shoot this gun all day. I very much enjoy shooting this gun. It's very accurate. For as small as it is, it's kind of surprising how accurate it is, even at long range. Anyway, let me put a few rounds through it, and then we'll discuss it a little bit more. So this gun, we talked about this with the CW45 Kahr when we reviewed it. When you have a full magazine, and this can be a problem in any gun, but particularly the Kahrs, when you have a full magazine and you try and wrap the slide to load that first round is in that magazine tight. And if you don't get the slide all the way back and release it, it can jam. It happens quite often. So one of the best ways to load it is to just go ahead and lock the slide back. Use the slide lock on it, lock it back, load your magazine in, and then either rack the slide back. I prefer just to hit the slide release and let it go forward. All right, see how it does.
Nice.
Clear. So yeah, it's a double action only trigger. It does have a long pull to it, but it's more like a revolver, but it is very light. It's not stiff like a lot of revolvers are, and what you'd be used to if you're used to shooting revolvers. This is a very light, smooth trigger. I use this gun as a backup. I carry it, if I'm going to carry a backup gun, and the only reason I use it as a backup instead of the primary carry gun is just because of capacity. I like to have 15, 17 rounds in the gun when I'm carrying, and then have a 15 or 17 round magazine as backup. And then occasionally I actually have an ankle holster for this gun. It fits in pocket, it fits on your ankle. You can conceal this gun pretty much anywhere. But for a primary gun, it would be fine. You just have a lower capacity. You may want to, have a few magazines with you. So anyway, it's a great little gun, and I definitely recommend trying one out if you get a chance. Clear.
So I just wanted to shoot that again because it's so fun to shoot. I think I've only shot it once before. So I did want to get it out since we had it and shoot a few more through it. I'll probably shoot a few more before we put it away, to be honest. Love this gun. Like Brad said, there's really no recoil for the size of this, which is really surprising. No recoil, could shoot it all day long, super accurate. So, it's a really nice gun, small to conceal, 18 ounces. So I would really recommend this gun. One last thing, as Brad said, with the Kahr, they're notorious for having to pull back the slide all the way to chamber around, especially when you have a full 7 in your magazine. I haven't had that issue with the CW9. My CW45, which I've shot a lot, I still have that issue with. So I don't know that it's going to loosen up or go away on the CW45. I often do not fully chamber that first round, have to drop the mag, spit the round out, and then reload. But the CW9, I haven't had any issues with, and I don't notice having to pull it back further, but it is something that they say it happens with all the Kahrs. So just to be aware of, but definitely not a reason not to buy this gun. It's a great gun. Nice.
The Kahr CW9.
One-handed.
Very manageable little 9mm, and a great shooting gun. Fun shoot it all day long, no problem. The other thing I wanted to say, when we're talking about these little 9mm, there's a website called luckygunner.com. Lucky Gunner, those guys do a lot of research on ballistics and on hollow points, and they have a phenomenal database on their website. Really got to hand it to those guys. It's all the information that's there is free. It's very useful. If you get on luckygunner.com and check that out. But one of the interesting things is they have been doing hollow point testing using the FBI standards, and they publish all of their data of all of the different rounds that they're using. And if you get on there and look at 9mm, and honestly even at 380s, 380 autos, like Karen loves her Walther PK380, a lot of the hollow point manufacturers today, the 9mm actually meet the FBI standard and what the FBI standard is looking for. So once again, the FBI has went back to using the 9mm. Most police forces are using a 9mm. The military is using a 9mm. And there's a reason for that. And it's not because you're going to be shooting round nose or flat point ammunition. It's because the hollow point manufacturers out there today, and I don't have one of these with me, but they are making ammunition in 9mm that is phenomenal. The performance is phenomenal. I've been a 45 guy my whole life, and I have in the last several years stopped shooting 45s as much. I still love them, don't get me wrong, but the 45 is a very lethal round if you're shooting the right ammunition. And get on luckygunner.com, review the different rounds and the data that they've got on there, and see what you can find for 9mm hollow point ammunition. Look at the ones that meet the standards. They show you video footage of it. They show you all the data. They show you video footage. They show you what the rounds look like after they come out of the gel. And so you can get on there and see a handful of rounds that meet the FBI standards, and you can use them in your carry gun. So anyway, luckygunner.com.
One quick correction we wanted to make since we're out here shooting and filming about the Kahr CW9. I mentioned that it holds 7 in the magazine, just like my Walther PK380. The Walther actually holds 8, so the Walther holds 1 more than the Kahr CW9 in the magazine. Just want to make that note.